Joy, peace, and blessings. Welcome back. Today we're talking about aliens. All right, first you have to understand the definition of alien. All right, an alien is someone who is not from a particular place, right? Out of this world, right? The way the government uses aliens, right? People who aren't from a particular country, right? Even if the countries are connected by land, there's really no separation of the countries. It's not like it's a different island or something, right? They'll say you're not from this country, you're an alien, right? You go different state, right? You're pretty much an alien, right? You're from a different place, right? You don't know the culture, you don't know what's going on, you don't know the streets, right? You don't know what people are eating, what people believe in, right? This is city by city, state by state, country by country, right? We use these terms, illegal aliens, right? A lot of people think of aliens not from the earth, right? They're from Mars or from some other planet. You get what I mean? From outside this solar system, right? Because the solar system is considered a place. So it really depends on your definition of place. You get what I'm saying? Maybe the whole universe is one place, right? Where does the place stop? Right? Who gave you these definitions of the word place? You get what I mean? If it's not actually separated by an ocean or space, you get what I mean? Some type of barrier of entry, right? It's really up to semantics and up to the people who determine if this is a different place or not. The term, how most people use aliens, you know, they're talking about like great aliens or reptiles or something, reptilians. You get what I mean? Different body forms, right? Extraterrestrial body forms, right? Humanoids, intelligent body forms that are not human. But that's really just one aspect of aliens, right? There are aliens who have different body forms than us, right? But again, we're not just a body, right? We're a body, we're a soul, we're a spirit, right? So there's different aliens who have different body forms than us, right? An alien can also just have a different soul from yours, right? A soul from a different place, a spirit from a different place, right? It may seem alien depending on who you are, right? If you've been trapped to your one place, you get what I mean? They put you in a box, you've stayed in that box, right? But these alien energies are really in our everyday life. People just don't realize it, right? You believe in God, right? God created the earth and the world. So God is not from the earth or the world, right? You're really praying to an alien. Most people are praying to an alien by definition, right? Someone from a different place, someone from out of this world, right? That is literally the definition of God, right? God created this, so he is not from this. It just depends what is your definition of the world. Most people go by earth, you get what I mean? Angels aren't from earth, demons aren't from earth, God isn't from earth, right? These other grays and reptilians, right, aren't from earth. These are all aliens by definition. They're not from this place, right? But some people just like certain aliens and don't like other aliens, right? They'll like God or an angel, right? Dark magicians work with demons and stuff. They'll like those aliens. They're aliens, right? They're not from the earth. But they won't like other aliens, right? You get what I mean? All these star seeds and other things like that, right? You call yourself a star seed, right? You're in a human body, right? But your soul or your spirit is alien. It's not from the earth, right? It's very easy to tell who's from the earth or not. You know, it's people who actually love the earth, people who take care of the earth, people who don't want to see the earth destroyed, right? It's people who won't even litter. You know what I mean? It's very easy to tell a soul who's from the earth, right? They don't even litter. People who put their cigarette butts in their pocket and stuff like that, right? It's an easy sign you're from the earth. People who care about what kind of water they drink, you know what I mean? The health of their own vessel, things like that. It's easy signs to tell if you're actually from the earth or you're an alien. You have an alien spirit or alien soul, right? That's really the trick. Most aliens, right, are in human vessels, right? This is camouflage, right? They say the gray aliens camouflage, reptilians camouflage. All these aliens are camouflage, right? God camouflage and angels camouflage. They'll say angels come as humans. That's literally alien camouflage by definition, right? So aliens are right in front of your face, honestly. Most of them are in human vessels, right? But there are aliens, right, outside of human vessels. You get what I mean? But most of them, 99% of aliens you'll see will actually just be humans with alien spirits, alien souls, alien ideologies. They do not care about the earth. They don't care about other humans. They don't care about other animals. They only care about themselves. That's an alien. They only care about where they're from. They don't care about here. They'll care about a different place, right? But once you expand your ideology of place, this is really just one place. The whole universe is one place. Nothing really is an alien. It's just you're from a different part of the same place, right? You're from the east, from the west, from the north, from the south, from this quadrant, from this section, you get what I'm saying? From this zone, but still just one place. People talk about astrology and say we get these characteristics from other planets, right? But when you really know astrology, those aren't just planets. That is whole other galaxies. You get what I'm saying? So that's really alien energy, right? People swear we're born under certain signs, certain stars, certain galaxies, and play out those characteristics, right? Your natal chart will show you a lot of alien energy, depending on how you look at it. If you look at aliens, anything from outside of Earth, that's most of astrology. Most astrologers don't even talk about Earth. They're from this galaxy, this star, this fixed star, because of blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying? But some people take that energy and play it out 100%, right? Some people really do have an alien soul, a soul you can tell they reincarnated in a whole nother galaxy. Their spirit incarnated in a whole nother galaxy. They're just here now, right? Same way an alien is from another place, they go to another place, right? Right, I'm in America, they say, you know, Mexicans are aliens, even though it's the same land, you know what I'm saying? But, oh, they're from the south. They're from the south. Now they're in the central part, they're in the northern part, whatever. They're still playing out, you know, their southern, right, culture. That's all it is. It's a culture. Some aliens don't care about the same things we care about, right? Different governments have different beliefs and different goals. It's the same thing from an alien perspective, right? Same way, not every animal and insect cares about the same thing. I'm sure I don't care about the air as much as birds care about the air. You know, I'm sure I don't care about the ocean as much as fish care about the ocean, right? I still care. I don't want to make it dirty. I just want it to stay the same, right? But they have a different sense of awareness of the air, right? Of the ocean, right? I'm sure worms and ants got a different appreciation of the ground than I do, right? These are dang near alien concepts to me. You get what I'm saying? Science really got to study these things. They're literally alien to us on a very basic level, right? Things on our own planet can be alien. It's really just what is your definition of place, and that definition changes depending on the circumstance. There's all different kind of aliens though, you know. I'm just saying grays, reptilians, that's what people know, but there's like thousands of different races of aliens, you know what I'm saying? Andromedans, Pleiadians, all these different cultures, all these different bodies, right? But most of these beings will camouflage as humans, right? You'll see a human, but that human's really a Andromedan. You'll see a human, but that human's really a Pleiadian. You'll see a human, but that human really a Draconian. That human really a Great. That human really a Reptilian. You get what I'm saying? These cultures care about different things, right? You go to a Gray's house, right? They're gonna care about different things. You go to a Draconian person's house, they're gonna care about different things, different cultures, right? The air is gonna be different. You go to a Pleiadian's house, they're gonna care about different things, right? The air is gonna be different. Some of these beings care more about truth. Some of these beings care more about love. Some of these beings care more about themselves, right? Some of these beings care more about animals. Some of these beings care more about nature. Some of these beings care more about, you know, keeping up an image, right? Fame and light. Things like that, right? So it's just a culture. Same way, you know, certain cultures have different holidays, right? A whole millions of people will be celebrating this one day, a whole another millions of people won't. And the same exact day, right? Just because it's a culture. You know, most people, you know, won't see these beings in real life. They'll see humans camouflaged as these beings, right? Because when you actually see these beings in real life, right? Most of them have like human technology, anti-recording technology. I done seen some aliens for real. I couldn't record them, right? I try to record them. The quality of my phone goes down. Literally, they'll start messing with the quality of people's phones and stuff. Like literally, it looked like I got the first phone ever or something. Got a brand new phone, right? Trying to record the alien. Like they're like, no, you can't record me, right? A lot of these beings are extraterrestrial, but also extra dimensional. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these beings will literally wipe people's minds. right? They done showed this to me. Just I don't know why. Like I be cool with them because I come in peace for real. They'll wipe other people's minds. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, I'm right in your face. I'm an alien right in your face, literally. You gonna act like you don't see it, you scared and shit. I'm just wipe your mind anyway. You get what I'm saying? I'm an alien right in your face. I'm gonna laugh at you or do whatever. You get what I'm saying? Wipe your mind to go about my day. You get what I'm saying? Or I race time. A lot of these beings are like extra dimensional, so they can grab time and stuff like that. The same way we grab physical 3D items, they can grab 4D items and 5D items. I wouldn't be too worried about no like aliens for real, right? It is very intense energy. You do see an alien, right? It just depends, right? If they're peaceful, if you're peaceful, right? How scared you are, you know what I'm saying? Are you fearful? Right? It just depends on your personality and their personality. I can't give you a one-size-fits-all. God will definitely protect you with aliens, right? But you gotta really hone in on just, you know, peace and love, right? Kindness, right? We supposed to show these beings kindness, right? The same way we show dogs and cats kindness, right? There's people out here who just go killing stray dogs and stray cats and birds and squirrels and all kind of shit, right? They're just weird. That's just their personality, right? Other beings just show them love. They'll go feed some stray dogs and birds. They'll just feed them and give them water and free shots. There's whole veterinarians and stuff out here who just show love to other species. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing for aliens. It's not special just because they're from another planet or something. It's still just life. Understand? It's still just life, even if it's a whole great alien, right? They're still just living, right? They're still created by God. They're just different than us. Same way fish are different than us. But that's really why a lot of times these beings aren't caught on camera. They'll literally start messing with people's cameras. Wait till they finish doing what they doing, then your camera go back to normal, or your voice recorder go back to normal. You get what I'm saying? They might show themselves to you when you're the only person around. You can't even show nobody your phone dead or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't want real proof. This is probably the most proof people gonna get for some real aliens, to be honest. Unless they see it for themselves. Right, but this is the trick. This is really why I made this video, right? That's like the basic alien knowledge. This is the trick though. You know what I'm saying? The powers that be wanting to play on people, right? All these movies about aliens invading and these huge spaceships and all that, right? The main alien spaceships, you get what I'm saying? There are some huge alien spaceships, you get what I'm saying? Not all of them are like that. I feel like the minority of spaceships are actually huge and going to be visible from the sky, like UFOs and stuff. Most of the spaceships, okay, are micro, very like, you know what I'm saying? Very, very micro. I don't know the science terms, but imagine like the smallest particle, right? The smallest, I forgot what they call it, like quartz. The smallest, you know what I mean? The visible particles and piece of particles, right? The physicists be, you know, messing with, right? Their spaceships are smaller than that. I'm just telling this for scientists. Scientists probably already know this. They just won't say it. Their spaceships are literally smaller than the smallest thing that you guys are messing with. It's smaller than that. And these spaceships can fit whole millions of aliens. You know what I'm saying? Millions of bodies, equipment, living quarters, whole planets, whole solar systems and stuff be in these spaceships. So these spaceships are, you'd think they'd be huge, like a spaceship big enough to fit Earth on it, a sun in it, you know what I'm saying, a whole solar system in it. But it's still, they shrink that stuff down, right? Because they understand time, you know, the end of the universe. It's small enough to literally survive the end of the universe, right? The great freeze or the great heat death and all that stuff. It's smaller than that. They were able to shrink their society down to the smallest thing that was able to actually live beyond the point of the, you know, the restart of the universe, right? When the universe expands and shrinks and blows everything, right? That polarity, when everything just becomes a dot, is smaller than the dot. And they fit billions, you know what I'm saying, millions of aliens in this little small, it's a spaceship though. If they actually shrink you down into this thing, it's a spaceship, right? That's why they never be seeing it, because it's literally smaller than these particles, these quarks and these parts of particles. I forgot that, you know, I'm not up to date on like this physics knowledge and stuff, right? But whatever they calling these things, they're super small, right? It's like these are the building blocks of particles and stuff like that. We have to make a ship that's literally smaller than that, fit everyone inside of it. So when the black holes do consume the entire universe, it's small enough to just escape all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not affected by no forces of gravity, no forces in the universe or nothing. So there's like levels of aliens, you get what I'm saying? There's like the physical body ones, right? There's like a spiritual and a soul alien, right? Then there's like the super aliens, you get what I'm saying? Like an arch alien or something. These spaceships can literally live inside of people. You know what I'm saying? These spaceships can go through people's pores and people's minds and all kind of stuff. Right, this is where a lot of mental illnesses really be literally aliens in a spaceship smaller than a particle. Most of these things be from aliens, honestly. I know it's gonna sound like fucking some crazy shit, but that's actually the goal of science, bro. If science are trying to preserve us, they know the universe is gonna end. That's the only way to actually save everyone. Is to make a ship small enough everyone can fit, shrink everyone down, smaller than, you know what I'm saying? I guess smaller than light can touch her or something. You know, I don't know the physics on it, but most of the aliens you see really be the dumb ones. Those be like the caveman aliens. You might see a spaceship or something. You might see an alien, you might see a gray or something. Those are really the dumb aliens, you get what I'm saying? There's aliens who done survived like the Great Reset, you get what I'm saying? Like 7-8 times. Like the end of the world 7-8 times of every world, you get what I'm saying? Like the actual world. They build very, very small spaceships that can contain their entire like universe, their entire society, right? Their entire universe, right? So when the universe resets, they still have the universe, right? They're like aliens smarter than the universe and shit like that. They become like spirits and masters and shit like that. But these were like a race of people. You know what I mean? I think that's the goal of every race. Every race is just going to try to survive, out-survive the universe, right? There's a group of aliens who did that. So you see the aliens in regular like the movie spaceships, the CGI ass aliens and shit. Those be like the dumb ones, honestly. Same way like most angels ain't just stepping up to Michael, right? Most demons ain't just stepping up to Lilith or Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of like the weaker aliens, right? Whatever race they are. It could be humans, be these aliens, right? They still on our same level. There's some aliens who are really way past like human science, you get what I'm saying? I feel like real scientists know this, they just don't promote that stuff. We really gotta build a spaceship smaller than, you know what I'm saying, that can survive the end of the universe. That's all it is. But it's gonna happen, it's gonna be real small. It's gonna be smaller than particles and shit. These aliens been alive so long, they not even like higher dimension, they just have the science. You know what I mean? There's beings who are actually higher dimensional, right? There's aliens in our dimension who've just been alive so long, they have that science to seem like they're from a 4th or 5th or 6th dimension, right? But it's literally just science. You know, in time, they've been alive so long, they've been able to build these things, build these super spaceships, right? These micro spaceships. You know what I'm saying? Same way phones were huge and computers were huge, now phones just fit in your hand and stuff like that. They got all these huge spaceships, right? That's gonna be the same thing. Spaceships gonna get super small, right? Same way, homes were real big, now they got tiny homes and shit like that. Everything shrinks, right? They don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? None of these modern scientists gonna figure that shit out. But it's logical. You get what I'm saying? If you can prophesy the end of the world, you can prophesy, I can make something, right? But we just don't got that technology. Yeah, people gotta realize we really the Nephilims. You know what I'm saying? Aliens really be smaller than us. Most of them. You know, there's some aliens taller than us. You get what I'm saying? Most of them be smaller than us though. Like we was made in the God image. You know what I'm saying? The godly image, right? Let us make them, right? God was talking to angels, right? That's Nephilim blood. You know what I'm saying? We already got millions of cells in us, millions of blood cells, millions of bacteria, trillions of all these little things live in us and we don't know it. You know what I'm saying? We don't be feeling it, right? Unless we go to a doctor or something, a scientist or something. All these and literally millions of things live in us, right? We are literally Nephilims. We are giants. Like if an alien had a little, very small spaceship and lived in your ass, aliens literally be living in people and they small ass spaceships. People don't be knowing that shit, right? These people become like sick and shit, get radiation, get cancer and all kind of shit, right? It's radiation from their ship. So when you don't know just every blood cell, you can't name all millions of your blood cells or all millions of your cells and shit. You know what I'm saying? Imagine something even smaller than a cell just living in you. Just living in people, or just right in front of people's faces, living in trees and shit. Millions of aliens can literally be right in your face. You know what I'm saying? You just don't got the eyes to see it. They spaceships so small, they shrunk them down. We are literally Nephilims, we giants. Same way you cut your grass, you don't notice every worm, you don't notice every ant. You know what I'm saying? The small life, right? They camouflaged Right, humans got to think about camouflage more. They just camouflage right in front of our face, look like air. People be having visions of like getting abducted, aliens working on them and stuff. Aliens will go inside of you. You don't gotta go on no ship. All right, that's the Hollywood CGI trick. You don't have to go on no ship. The ship will go inside of you type shit. You know what I'm saying? They always like sleight of hand. You know what I'm saying? Please, when you really open your eyes, just think about sleight of hand, right? Like a real magician will sleight of hand your ass. You don't know what the fuck going on. It really be right in front of your face. And aliens see our huge ass planes and our huge ass ships and shit. That's really some like caveman technology to them. It's like that shit gonna obviously get hit by meteors and we gotta worry about all kind of shit. It feels real small. You know what I'm saying? But I understand technology not there. All right, that's what I'm saying. I do believe in science, right? I done seen alien science and shit. Science just not there yet. That's the same way, even like if the whole world was to flood, right? If we shrunk everything into just tinier than a particle, right? Where the water couldn't even get inside of our realm, right? The realm is 100% controlled like a spaceship. You know what I'm saying? It can't even drown. It can't even set on fire. It can't be sucked in by a black hole. Okay, nothing bad can happen to it. It's so small that like nothing else is there. That's like real polarity conscious. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to all go back to the ship where everything is perfect at. You know what I'm saying? But it's real tiny. It's not just huge. I mean, that's what it looks like. That's what it feels like. Everything's just been shrunk down. You know what I'm saying? And now everyone else can experience their life, they trillions of years of evolution, all that shit. And we just living in heaven in a small particle. And you know what I'm saying? Some cool nigga or some shit. Or some funny nigga or some reincarnation of one of us. Some nigga that reincarnated as a human, so we and that nigga or some shit. That's how that shit really go when you talking about like super aliens. You know what I'm saying? But the like caveman ass aliens, you know what I'm saying? They'll still fuck with your technology and shit. They still smarter than the average humans, but again, just we don't have the technology. I think we're smarter. Right, we just don't have the technology. We don't have the science yet. But yeah, that's really my alien knowledge. You get what I'm saying? I fuck with some aliens. I don't fuck with other aliens. You get what I'm saying? Same way I fuck with some people, I don't fuck with other people, right? I try to love everyone, right? But I'll be lying to y'all just saying I love everyone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a liar. So, you know, you really want to get closer to this, you know, learn about astrology and shit. Learn about the stars, just stargaze, right? Sky gaze. Again, some of the aliens really be inside of you all fucking ready, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to scare nobody, but that's literally what the science is. Same way we got microscopes, we can go inside our own body now, right? We got the science, right? It's just baby versions of it. Alien can literally go inside you, fix a whole bunch of your problems and shit, and you don't even know it, you know what I'm saying? Just remember though, like God made all these things, right? God even made the aliens, you know what I'm saying? It's just, right, that definition depends on place. Once you realize your seat, you know what I'm saying, you are the heir of the whole universe. You know what I'm saying? You're not just the heir of your family, right? You are the heir of your family, right? Your family is God though. So like nothing really alien to you, just stuff you haven't experienced yet. Places you haven't been yet, right? But a lot of us, we do play out these alien natures, you know what I'm saying? These starseed natures. Just because we really done had incarnations in different galaxies and shit. I do just want to remind people though, you know, we are on the earth, right? The earth is our home now. We ain't got no spaceships like that. We can go in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? These aliens really be in the flesh, right? They're just on some real smaller than particle level, right? But there's like spiritual and soul aliens, right? They're doing the same things, right? Just higher dimensions. These are actual higher dimensions. The aliens really be in our dimension. They just be tiny. Cause they ain't trying to deal with, you know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to pay no taxes or none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Deal with most humans. But super peace and super blessings. Thank y'all for making it to the end. Hope y'all have a super day, a super week, a super month, a super year. Working with our super angels. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.